When you start a company, sometimes your goal is only to make money, but often it's to have what you think will be a positive impact on the world around you. Generally, a vision for a new startup looks like this. You make something new. It could be a physical thing, technology, food, whatever. This thing will improve people's lives. It'll make people happy, solve an annoying problem, address a social issue, and consequently, you'll reorganize human behavior around your product and change a market. Or if your product is itself a marketplace, you'll start by creating a better dynamic between buyers and sellers. These three bands in the triangle form a virtuous cycle. Of course, you can't jump straight to realizing your vision. You first have the huge task of building a product, getting users, and creating a business. Let's zoom in on what this entails. You'll need to tinker with your product to create value. You must validate that the value you deliver is worth paying for. This is really hard and it takes many attempts to get it right. Many companies never get to this point. If you succeed, you have what many people call product market fit. After you have product market fit, your challenge is to grow. You must figure out the unit economics to acquire new users. You must relentlessly make your product better to increase customer engagement. Your infrastructure must scale to handle growing usage. You must do all of this without breaking the fundamentals that your company was built on in the first place. Building a thriving company requires lots of people with a diverse set of skills. Some companies stop here. If you build a better mousetrap, you can win a market and make lots of money. But ambitious companies are able to transcend a predefined market, and they can reorganize the world around what they built. But having a large impact on the world around you is dangerous. When you change human behavior, you potentially introduce new social problems. For example, YouTube cultivates extremism, and Facebook and Twitter created filter bubbles and so-called fake news. When you transform a market, you might make one side of the market tremendously happier while hurting the other side. Think about all the complex implications of the gig economy. Lastly, when you make something new, you impact a supply chain both upstream and downstream of your product. You have potential to create pollution and dangerous conditions for people. So while you start with an intention to have a positive impact, you might find yourself surprised to see the negative impact you end up creating. Consequently, you must always be thinking about the second and third degree impacts of what you build and be one step ahead of problems before they get out of control. My goal with this framework is to create a foundation for exploring how we can think holistically about achieving the impact that we intend. Thank you very much.